Welcome back. So today we are with Buddha, and this is conversation number 13.
Whoa.
So today we're gonna talk to Buddha about just, I don't know, anything.
Yeah.
Regular casual conversation.
Yeah, we really wanted to have a casual conversation.
Let's get the casual conversation going.
It's because, you know, he's that type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has a lot of knowledge and
a lot to say, ain't that right?
Yes.
I'll be direct.
Okay. So, we're just going to ask you a few questions and we're going to have our little input in it and then we'll go from there. So.
Okay, so first question, Miguel. What do you like to do when you're not working?
I like traveling. I feel like I touch one with myself when I travel. I'm not working. Just experiences. You know?
Experiences. So you like relaxation.
Scenic experiences.
Okay.
Relaxation.
Make sure you're like louder.
New views and
because
I was too low there.
Just, yeah, you have to be loud because we don't have microphones yet.
Yeah, not yet.
They're expensive.
How much, bro?
I don't know. We have to get we're still working on getting our, you know, our gear together.
Yeah. We're getting fucking sponsored. Best Buy.
Best Buy, right? Needs to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about you, Eileen? What do you do when you're not working?
What do you do when you're not working?
You know what? I feel like I would say the same thing, man. Going to places, like just exploring is exciting.
Right?
And it's fascinating.
Yeah. How about yourself? What do you like doing
when I'm not working? I like to sleep. And I don't know. I mean, how, like, do you guys mean, like
just going anywhere, like
going places,
like a spontaneous,
like the
like I would like to go. Yeah, of course, like going somewhere or spending time with family.
Even walking around the block with the family is like
like spending time with family for sure, or just doing stuff with my family.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I agree.
Important.
Yes.
So, what is the first thing you notice about a person?
Like when you meet someone.
Yeah, when you meet
and you're like. Hey,
yeah, what's the first thing you notice?
Or like you don't really know them, but you just met someone. What do you notice about them? Or what stands out to you?
How sure they are of themselves.
So like their confidence?
Their confidence and their ability to keep up with it. That's what I look for. That's what I see.
Okay.
That's either you choose from real or fake, because there's a lot of people that hide in between.
That's true. Like there's a lot of people that are very good at hiding who they really are.
Yeah, wearing facades, right?
Yeah. I mean, what do you notice?
I mean, I think very first thing would probably be vibe. Like, what's your vibe like?
Yeah.
You know
because you can tell when somebody has a weird vibe, right?
Right, yeah. Right away, like, you feel that shit. Like,
yeah.
Right away. I've had people that they look cool as fuck. And then, you know, we hang out for 20 minutes. And we're all talking and we just don't fucking budge, you know? And it's all vibes.
Yeah, so I feel like vibes important, huh?
Yeah.
Don't ever go for looks, bro.
So, but what about like physical? Like if it comes to looks, what would be the first
I mean, but it depends. Are we meeting a person that we're gonna like be friends with or a person that you want to date?
Okay.
Like it depends.
I mean, friends of friends, you know, when you're meeting people, like it's just...
Okay, and so what about when you meet a girl? What is the first thing you notice about her? Like a girl that... You know, you either want to go out with or somebody's introducing you to her. Like, hey, this is my friend, you know?
What do I notice from her?
Yeah, the first thing. Like,
what's intriguing to me?
Both.
I mean, I like when they don't talk about their past. You know? That's what I look for. If you're talking about your past, you're living in your past. But if you're planning for the future, then you're living in the present, right?
Okay.
You want to get ahead.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Because if you notice, you can talk to a man or woman, and some people just tend to talk about all the shit they went through, you know? And it's a repetitive thing, which is the moment that they're living, and that shit is just like
a dead end for you?
They gotta cut that shit out, you know?
Okay. That's cool. I mean, I think for me it would be the vibe. And just their eyes, like we've talked about before. Like
I feel like eyes too.
Eyes are telling.
Really telling.
It stopped again? No, it's going. We're all paranoid. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so next one. What are some challenges that you think the next generation will face?
Freedom.
Freedom of what?
Freedom to live, to be free.
So you think that instead of us becoming freer, we're becoming more
slave.
So
because everything they do now is like, it's all tracked. They want to know how you feel. They want to know how you
that's
act.
true.
They want to know when
Did you notice?
smile. They want to know when you're sick. They want to know when you walk. They want to know when you feel like fucking.
Did you notice that our phones all have a new update where it can tell you if you're around somebody that's had the virus, the COVID?
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
Like it's
crazy.
I feel like if I had it, I wouldn't want somebody to know, like, oh, hey, my phone's beeping because there's somebody here that has it.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird, right?
You want
privacy, like, yeah.
You want discretion.
Because it won't tell you, it won't give you, I don't think it'll give you names, but it'll tell you, oh, somebody around you.
Yeah, like
it has been exposed.
6 feet from you, whatever.
I mean, if they can do that now, what else are they going to do later?
Yeah, well, everything goes by face recognition.
I do feel, though, that, I mean, this whole COVID thing has already changed the next generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because think about it. We didn't worry about masks. You know what I mean?
It's never been a thing here.
Yeah, like, we didn't worry about, like, having to wear one or having it be enforced. Or even, like, I mean, distancing, like, social distancing, you know?
Yeah.
Being apart from people.
So
and now you go somewhere, like, let's say you go into the store and you feel, like, weird. Like, if you're missing something and you don't have your mask
I had
on,
dirty looks because I was going, I was at this place and I had my hands full and I couldn't put on my mask and somebody was giving me like the worst dirty looks and it made me feel weird.
Yeah.
Like it made me feel bad because they were just looking at me like, she's not wearing a mask.
Yeah. You know what?
You know, and I'm like, okay, like.
I'm not coughing or anything like that,
I'm
right?
not
but
sick.
I think about it like in the perspective of like your kids. You know what I mean? Like, were they expecting to have to think about that? Like, oh, when we go to the store, we have to wear masks. You know, like that, I mean, that's what's gonna be.
But I feel like with not only this virus, but the flu itself, like people weren't wearing masks. People weren't getting covered, and how come they didn't make it a big deal as this one is? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because the flu kills people too.
Yeah.
You know, so I just feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of in between. Like, I just with that, but when it comes to challenges, I don't know. I feel like there's always going to be new challenges. Yeah. It's not going to be one specific. I'm pretty sure that this whole virus thing has changed the future on how we're going to go about things now. But I also feel like there's always going to be new things that arise. And, you know, but I do hope that maybe like the whole system changes to the better, you know?
Yeah. Because it's time for it to happen.
Yeah.
There's time. Yeah, we need to change our politics. We need to change the way
people,
even like with the whole protest stuff. Yeah. Like, you know, like the video of the man getting George suffocated. Floyd. Yeah, by the police.
And you feel like over all these years we'd be done with that.
We'd be somewhere else.
Yeah, that we'd progress at least.
And that's the problem with everybody. They think that we've progressed. That we think that we should have progressed, but we haven't. We've only gone fucking backwards now because everything is recorded now. Everything is recorded. Back in the day, you could go missing. Nobody would fucking know what's going on. You know, especially if you were working for someone. You know, nowadays they fucking kill you on live camera, which is shocking.
Yeah.
Which is like,
and everybody saw what was happening, and the crazy thing, I think about it and I'm like, okay, well, if I was there, I would do something. Yeah. But how did anybody would know what would occur? You know, the continuous, because it's just incredible to think, oh, that man died on live TV and nobody did anything about it. But you know, it's horrible the way that the police officers acted. Like I feel like that was just, even like, you don't treat people like that. If he did a crime, okay, handcuff him, sit him down like all the other cops do on the sidewalk, but not on the floor and just keep him there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Or
then
if he's getting difficult, call for backup. You know, ask for help.
Yeah, there's already 4 people there to back you up. 3 people actually.
Oh, that's true.
But the fact that they don't even give you, they don't give you a chance and they don't even question. They just fucking harass you.
Yeah.
In a way that's.
And I feel like that's definitely gonna challenge the future.
Yeah.
And I feel like there has to be new politicians that come in and not afraid to like
to change things,
change
right? To
things,
have an open mind.
Yeah, or to make things different. Maybe there needs to be our our system, our authority system needs to change.
I think our whole.
But I mean, I'm not saying like and then either other than that, I feel like police officers have a tough job to do.
Oh, they do.
Every day they have to go out there and protect people.
They're on the front line.
And I'm not saying all of them. Like, there's really good officers out there that are doing a great job and are taking care of our communities. And like, for me, I always, tell my kids, they see a police officer, oh, he's a hero.
Mm-hmm.
He saves us, he protects us. And so I don't want my kids to grow up feeling like, oh, they need to be scared of the police.
Yeah. Have you seen that video of that kid playing basketball in his front yard? And the cops are passing by and he just goes and runs behind his Jeep and just has his parents' car. Because the cops are passing by.
He got scared.
Yeah, because he's scared, everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I think our kids, all the kids on this generation, they're going through a tough time. Like,
they're gonna go through a tough time.
They're gonna and they're going through a tough time because everything now it's so confusing to them. Like, I remember when we were growing up, like, there was no fucking crazy shit going on like right now. And now these kids aren't going to school. They're seeing live fucking brutality on TV.
Yeah.
They're seeing fucking mass destruction.
Shootings.
People fucking, retaliating just because we've had enough. But these kids that are young are going through this,
They're growing up in that environment.
And they're like sponges. They fucking just absorb everything. And this shit it's really, it's taking a toll on them. So I feel like, talk to your kids. Talk to them.
Yeah. It's a tough situation.
It's not the end.
Okay, so this is a little, apart from that, what do you consider to be the highlight of your life?
A major comeback.
Highlight of your life.
Yeah, highlight of your life.
An accomplishment?
I guess you could say that. That would be a good one.
What about for you?
It was a big setback for a major comeback.
A setback. What is something that you've felt proud about in your life? Yeah.
That I was able to smile through all the hard shit.
Yeah, and you went through a tough time. Not only just with your mom and like all the situation that happened.
Brain surgery.
Yeah,
cancer after that.
Yeah, and she pulled through, and you were there to help her through the way. So that must have been, I think that for you, that must have been traumatic, but also a happy thing that she got through it, right?
Yeah, but as well as an eye opener. It taught me how to
in life,
just that shit can be real nice one day.
Yeah.
And then go real sour the next, and then you find yourself lost because you don't know where you stand, and you start thinking, well, where do I go? What do I do? Am I good enough? Like, why am I here? But positive thoughts.
Yeah.
And self-care.
Self-care for sure.
You through all this shit. It'll get you through the downest fucking falls of your life, and it'll get you through your highest, because you can be low one day and then you can be high the next. But when you're high, you think everything will be fucking amazing forever, and then you crash.
Yeah.
And then when you're low, you think it's gonna be the same way, right? Forever.
So there's always like the highs and lows. What
there's
about
highs
for you?
and lows, but there's self-care. That's what comes first.
I mean, like,
take care of yourself.
For myself, I would just say like accomplishment wise.
Yeah.
Like I feel like for me personally, like graduating was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
From a university, like that was huge.
Yeah.
Like, well, at the moment, that is my highlight. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like more highlights for sure. But for
that
now,
was one of your accomplishments.
yeah, that was a big accomplishment, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was tough.
it was tough, all that stress, but it was worth it, man. I would graduate again if I could. You
That's
know,
right. And you will.
it was great.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you put your
for
mind to it, you can do it again.
What about you, Gloria?
The highlight of my life, I would say my kids. They're the highlight of my life. And just, you know, making sure that they have everything they need and they're healthy. Yeah, I'm happy.
Everything balanced out.
Yeah.
And twins. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
they're twins. They're twins.
They're twins.
Keep that in mind, eh? It's not easy.
Sorry, guys.
I kicked
Miguelito's
that shit.
getting a little bit excited over here.
Okay, so what is
Getting thirsty,
your
bro.
best piece of advice?
What would you advise how about what would you advise yourself?
Like your younger
Your
self?
younger self.
For 5 years from now.
5 years, yeah.
5 years ago? Oh, man.
Or 5 years from now or 5 years before?
5 years before.
Well, you know?
What is something you would tell your younger self?
Something. The best advice I tell myself is stop thinking that it's easy as it looks.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah. Did I say that backwards?
No, you said it fine. What about you, Eileen?
I feel like I would just say, don't be scared and just do it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, don't be scared of anything. Like, just do it.
Yeah. Just push through.
Nike that shit, homie. Nike better pay us. You better pay her.
I don't know what I would tell my younger self. I don't know. That's a tough one.
That is.
Take it easy on your sister?
Candy.
My older sister? I don't know. I guess.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Take it easy, yeah.
Like, do you guys remember in Back to the Future when, like, Marty tells his dad, you know, because they're in the same grade, and he's like,
yeah.
when you have a son and he burns the rug, take it easy on him. Yeah, so, you know, like, that would be awesome to be able to, like...
Yeah.
Hey, Candy, when you're on the rug, take it easy, bro.
Okay,
right.
Next question. What do you think is the best feeling in the world?
Me.
Yes, you.
Success.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
The
That's
best feeling?
in the world. It's coming from
I feel like
nothing
for
to something.
I feel like for me it would have to be like having something that you always wanted. You know, that you worked so hard for, or something that you just always wanted, and finally being able to get to that point where you actually have it. You know?
That is one of the
Success. I feel like that sounds like success.
Yeah.
But I feel like it could be more than that. You know what I mean?
Well, you work really hard for it, and then you get to it.
Yeah.
Sounds like success.
Sounds like... I feel like for me it would be like the best feeling in the world, I would say, is to be loved and to love.
Oh, man.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's a really good
Because
one.
I feel like everything goes... I think that love defies all. And it means everything, you know?
It really
You
does.
can conquer anything with love, I feel. I mean...
Kings don't make themselves, bro. Queens make them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really good one, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Queens help us kings get to the top. So
Okay.
where you at, my queen?
Hey, looking for his queen over here.
What's poppin'?
Throw a shout out to all the ladies, Miguelito.
Okay.
Go.
So, what is the single best realization you have ever had?
Oh, shit. Single best I just realized type of situation? What have you just realized, Miguel?
Yeah.
That you're alone through all the bullshit.
Ah, so depressing.
No, like you're alone through everything. If you really realize it, you're alone through everything you go.
Well,
You come to this world
no,
alone.
because
die
you have
alone.
God with you Always.
But in reality, you're writing this shit out alone. The best realization is that you got nothing but yourself.
But also, I feel like with that, you need to learn like self-care. You know what I mean?
Self-care, but you got nothing but yourself.
Yeah, like you.
Just you yourself and you care
If
for
you-
yourself.
If you really
Self-care.
want to get somewhere, only you're gonna get.
I don't think I can be alone. I'm not the type of person that likes to be alone. You know, like I've always been like I like my family around me. I like my, you know, like I've always liked to be with some. Even when I go shopping, I like to go with someone. I don't like to go alone. You know, I have trouble with that. And there's some people that are perfectly comfortable being alone, and you know they love it. That's when they're their best selves.
I think that's what I'm myself,
but the best realization for me has been just to let life live itself. You know, like don't dwell on the small things. Just realize that things will work out eventually, and if they don't, well then just accept it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like you just gotta like just let it, just ride with it, ride with life, cause it's not. I feel like we don't have it. It's not guaranteed, and it's not forever.
It's not guaranteed forever.
Yeah. What about for you?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot, but I feel like one of the big ones is what you said, and I feel like I've kind of learned that from you. You know what I mean? Because you're always just like, yo, if things don't turn out the way that you want them to, it's because they're probably not like
meant to be.
Yeah. So you just gotta like,
don't rush.
Like, you know, let it be what it is.
Accepting,
you know? Yeah. And always like know that something better
Accept
is
what
coming,
it is.
you know?
Yeah.
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 That's a good one, dude.
I like that.
You want me to do this one? What are you curious about right now?
What are you curious about,
Miguel?
I'm curious about the hand. Where you at the hand?
Okay.
What are you curious? What's something that you're curious, that you've been curious about?
Yeah.
Or...
Having kids.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's
I think I'm getting to the age where
you want to be a father.
I want to be a father. Yeah, today was Father's Day. And
nobody wished you happy Father's
nobody fucking wishing me nothing. They said, "Hey, sad ass fool, give me a son."
Damn. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm, that is a good one.
That's definitely something to be curious about. What about you, Eileen?
I don't know, man.
What's something you're curious about?
I feel like nothing.
Nothing.
No.
I'm not curious about nothing.
Come on, like think out of the box. It's something that you would like be like, oh, I'm curious about that. I wonder.
Like, how does a fucking guitar work when they make the noise? You're not curious about that kind of shit. You know, like I think about that shit sometimes. Anything. What are you curious about?
I don't know, man. I can't.
I think I'm curious about time travel.
You know what? That's a good one, dude.
Time.
You know what? I would have to say space, man.
Spending space and all that.
Space. You know, that's something to be curious about.
Yeah.
Right? Like
other planets.
Like how time is different.
Yeah.
How you can float.
How you can bend time.
Gravity.
You know what's...
Yeah, how you
wormholes.
You know what's crazy? The fact that when you try to touch something, it's not that it's solid. It's just energy against energy. Molecules that don't let you fucking go through. That's real. I learned that on fucking...
Okay.
And you want to ask something else?
Or did you?
I just wanted to ask, real quick. Oh, that means my battery's gonna die, so we better hurry up.
Okay.
Do you have a good one?
Just what is something you failed at?
Life.
Depressed?
I know.
No. You know what? Something I failed at? Fucking science. And I like science.
You failed at science in school?
I did fucking fail at science.
Damn.
Fuck
What's something you failed at?
I don't know, man. I can't think of anything that I've done wrong, you know? Like that I'm like, oh, I severely failed, you know?
Selfish.
I failed at finishing school.
I didn't finish
Which,
school,
that's something I'm going to continue to work on. Okay, so to wrap it up, guys, because my phone's going to die. What is something that you guys are afraid of?
Death.
Wow.
You're afraid of death? Like that, real quick? You didn't even have to think about it.
I know, that was
Yeah, I
really
think about this
fast.
shit all the time.
I was just listening to something about death that somebody sent me.
What the fuck?
And it was very interesting because it was talking about how we don't really ever die because you leave a legacy behind. You live through your children.
That's true.
You know, you continue to live. Your legacy is still alive. And it was pretty deep. And then it was talking about not being afraid of death, you know, because it's like you're not supposed to see it like you're gone. You know, you're still there. Like,
that's the problem. That's what scares me the most. It's like not just dying, like whatever, but it's just knowing everything I know, and then one day it's just fucking
gone?
It was fugazi.
I mean,
the whole thing
well,
was fucking fugazi.
Dr. Miguel over here with all his knowledge, you know? What about you?
I don't know.
What are you afraid of?
What are you afraid of?
I can't think of something I'm afraid of.
That's the second time you can't think, bro.
I know, it's because like it's like real on the spot, and it's like, what could I be afraid of? You know what I mean?
Anything.
Anything.
What scares you?
Are you scared of a starfish? What are you scared of?
A starfish.
You're scared of something.
I don't know, man. Like, just like, I don't know, scary stories. You know what I mean?
We say scary stories all the time.
Hey, you look for the dog man and shit. Out there.
I think I'd be scared of something that I can't explain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's
if
scary.
I see something,
I think
that,
everybody would be scared.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be terrifying.
what's that word?
I think I would be scared of failure.
Failure.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
terrible.
Which, I mean, failure, like, you grow from it too, but that's
Yeah.
scary, like, to fail.
Or like
Scary,
having like the people you care about tell you that you're a failure.
And
You know what I mean?
spiders.
I fucking hate spiders. Especially when I
Spiders
get
are
like
scary.
spider web on my ears and shit. Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah,
I
well.
hate it. But failure, I fucking really hate failure and I'm scared of that shit.
So, yeah. Do you guys have anything else?
Believe in you. Ask yourself,
Good advice?
where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Like,
Interview questions.
Like interview yourself. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Do you want to? Are you happy with who you are? Do you want to progress? Do you want to grow? Do you want to live different?
Yeah.
Ask yourself all that. And
You know-
test yourself.
You know what's the hardest advice we've been given as human beings? To love your neighbor as you love yourself.
I'll shoot that motherfucker.
See what I mean? It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, you know, like, it's tough, especially, like, those, like, if there's people that you're not quite fond of, or, you know, it's tough to love people that you don't know, but that's the biggest act of kindness one can do, right?
Mhm.
I mean, do you think if that police officer showed that love to that man, he would have been where he is now? Like, he would have
Yeah.
murdered him,
No, he
right?
won't.
So I feel like that goes beyond everything. Like, if you,
Love.
yeah, if you love others as you love yourself, then that goes.
Treat them
that,
how you want
yeah.
to be treated.
I think that would be the solution to all of our problems as human beings.
Love.
Because, you know, like, you wouldn't put yourself in a bad situation in the first place. You know what I mean? But
you
there's,
wouldn't put a knee against your neck for fucking 9 minutes. Right?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have done that horrible act, and but
Now
you
you have
know,
to rot in hell.
we
That's
learn
it, bro.
from this, and I hope that everything changes, and I hope that, you know, everything gets better and we can feel safe
Again.
even with this virus stuff too.
Yeah.
But anyways, so
Wear your mask.
thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing. And hopefully you like this video, and if you have any suggestions, let us know.
If you're single, hit me up.
And don't, yeah, if you're single, let
Subscribe.
us comment below.
Subscribe and hit me up. Don't trip. I'll pick you up on the vet. We're going out, baby.
Yeah, so
All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much. See you next time.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.